Hello guys and welcome to HRL Season 5, round number 16, Mirabilis Moto 2, final official Moto of the season. Again, like I've been saying, we got those two wild cards coming up. But just for the official 16 rounds of the season, this will be the final one before any makeup races. This is going to be a huge Moto here, championship on the line. Roman's got to finish way ahead of Detail in this race. I would say probably even it out from the last race, so Roman would have to win and finish like about 3-4 positions ahead of Detail to keep his championship hopes alive. It's going to start. Here we go. Green flag. Possible championship deciding Moto in HRL Season 5. Happening again. It feels like this season went by so fast. Just yesterday it was this time in Season 4. Here we go. It looks like a little cleaner in the downhill chicane this time. I mean, it wasn't perfect. I think Fireball kind of ruined it at the end there. But that was definitely, I think that was cleaner than first motos, surprisingly. Things are going to get rough in the hairpins. Lots of beating and banging. Almost a 3-wide. Camby was getting aggressive on a crossover, but just couldn't really get his nose under. Real Deal going for an aggressive move. He's going to take a position there off of Camby. And we have a two-way battle for the lead here as well. I think it could be better, and Opix. Oh, contact with that inside rock there. That's going to slow down Real Deal a ton. Was not expecting there to be a... I mean, rewind that if you missed that. I was not expecting there to be a crash right there. Camby lost a lot of time there. Had to go off the track. Was able to recover pretty well, though. Camby didn't lose as much as he, possibly could have there. Definitely recovered pretty nicely. And it looks like Opix is your leader after one lap in Moto 2 at Mirabilis. Opix holding on to the lead. We go into the downhill chicane here. I'm predicting we're going to see a lot more crashes here. Well, Vulcan already didn't crash, but he already screwed up. I think we're going to see a lot of crashes, a lot of screw-ups in this section before the end of the night because Moto 2, there's more on the line. A lot of these guys have Champ Series spots or potential points finishes. You have two people with a championship on the line. Like, I think there's just going to be a lot of mistakes made in this Moto. It's going to be a really rough Moto. And it should be fun to watch for that reason. Hopefully these guys can stay packed together, though. Looks like Opix getting a nice lead on Could Be Better there. Elite in third. And then you got Hunter in fourth. What the heck was that? Hunter in fourth and Roman in fifth. So Roman able to dice his way through the pack pretty quickly. I mean, this is looking good for him. If he can make a couple more quick moves, trying to get by Hunter there, I mean, this could be the exact situation that Roman wants because Detail's still fighting for like last place position here, whereas Roman is up there fighting for top 5. So he's definitely got the advantage in this fight. Whoa, really loose down. I think that was Vulcan and Uncle Blake. They're getting super, super loose in the final section, but it looks like they're able to save it. Definitely lost some positions, but whoa, that could have been dangerous. Vulcan just cut across right there. Almost cheese Detail and Blake over the rumble, but and they kind of got lucky. Fireball also working his way through the pack quite quickly, as you saw there. Fireball by Camby and Hunter, so he's doing a pretty decent job. It's Real Deal and Luke battling right in front of you. Hunter going to try to make a move on. Whoa, what the heck happened to Elite there? What the heck? That was even weirder than Luke's because Elite like did a complete flip and recovery and just kept going. That was... Man, why does that keep happening there? That's such a weird like Halo 5 physics type thing. It's just... I don't know. That was odd. Anyways... Fireball's still trying to make big moves here. You have a side-by-side battle as well between Luke and Real Deal going into the chicane. This is definitely going to get tight. Side-by-side, keeping it clean, but who's going to get the edge? Oh, man, that was one of the cleanest like side-by-sides that we've seen through the chicane. That was amazing. Looks like Luke's going to end up taking that position, but that was a really good, I got to stress it, that was a really good 2-wide between those two drivers. Like, definitely not an easy thing to pull off what they did. They pretty much stayed 2-wide throughout the whole thing and maintained each other's speed, which is very impressive. Going into the downhill chicane here, what's going to happen? Roman hitting the pole. Oh, that is not what he wanted whatsoever. I think Uncle Blake or Vulcan, it's hard to tell. I think it was Uncle Blake hit the pole behind him as well. But yeah, that's not what you want to see out of Roman. He's trying to compete for this championship, and like I said, he's got to finish several positions ahead of Detail if he wants to keep his hopes alive, especially with Detail getting that Moto win in the first Moto, possibly being able to fight for an overall here in the second Moto. Yeah, so Roman's definitely got to get aggressive here. and he put himself in pretty good position, kind of similar to the first moto. Like he had himself in very good position there, but again, just a mistake and that downhill chicane that is the bane of his existence today, and just hurting him yet again. And now he's got Detail literally the position in front of him, so not looking good, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter how many positions ahead. If Detail finishes ahead of Roman in this moto, then 100% he will clinch the championship. So definitely keep an eye on where those two are in relation to each other, because honestly, it could be like 9th and 10th. It doesn't really matter where they finish, but as long as Detail finishes in front, he clinches it. So you're definitely going to see Roman fight pretty hard to try to keep those hopes alive. Detail just having a really nice second half of the season. He's had I think he had 5 second places in a row or something like that, or a streak of 5 seconds in first or something like that. It was just a really good second half, and it's clearly showing in the points. Now we're seeing a battle here. Luke trying to get by Camby, doing everything he can. It's probably going to be a move here in the slide corner. Let's see how it goes. And there's going to go for it. Not able to do it though. Camby's still holding him off. Doing a nice job holding on to that position, and not too far. Wow, not that far ahead, honestly. I think Abek's still holding on to the lead here. Fireball is almost top 3, so Fireball, unlike Roman, has been able to stay mistakeless, and he is making moves. Fireball possibly in podium position very, very soon, so he's doing a great job. Fireball, honestly, could be a contender for the overall here, especially with where Luke and Detail both are. Fireball's a realistic contender for this one. Oh, Detail with an insane two-wheel, and saves it. That was crazy. That was another situation there where that could have been, he wrecks right there. That could be it. And Roman could actually gain some positions on him, but just gets a nice save off the two-wheel. We've seen some crazy, as many crazy crashes as we have that we've seen here. We've seen some crazy saves as well. A lot of insane two-wheels, especially in the slide corner, the Luke and Elite one. Those were just odd. Here we go, the battle between Luke and Camby. Getting close, and Cammy's going to get in that pole, and that's going to be it. Hunter just takes out Elite, and then he comes back across. That's going to slow down Luke super hard, and there comes Camby back around the outside yet again with 3 minutes left to go in this moto. This moto's really starting to heat up with not that much time left. There goes Luke again, retaliating on the inside. It looks like he's going to get by Camby again, but now he's got to go back and work on Hunter yet again. Detail popping another insane two-wheel, trying to work his way by Camby now, and he's got Real Deal and Roman right behind him as well, so definitely a lot of pressure on trying to get that pass by Camby. Not able to do it there. Just not enough room on the inside. Now it's going to be a 2 wide between him and Real Deal. That's going to be close. We got battles up front right there. I think that was Fireball and Could Be Better, I believe. Now we're going to have Hunter definitely try to attack Could Be Better here, try to get by him. Could Be Better's had a pretty good moto so far, too. I mean, he's held that top spot for quite a while. Well, not the top spot. He held the lead for a little bit, but he's been holding up front for quite a while. But now it's looking to possibly fall in shambles. We've got Hunter going by him on the outside. They're going to complete the pass. Is Luke going to make the slide job as well? It looks like it can be. Detail going over. Real Deal getting plowed as well, and Vulcan and Roman go by. That's at least a 2-position advantage. That possibly a 2 to 3 position advantage if Roman can get some extra passes in there that Roman has on Detail now. So that, on top of these crazy battles that we're seeing in the top 3, top 5, we have a championship battle that just heated up a ton with a crazy pileup there in the downhill chicane. Still making things interesting with 2 minutes left into Moto 2. That section fails to amaze us. I think it really is the worthy successor to the Ned Camber. That Ned Camber for a couple runs of this track was just that insane section that would always be unpredictable. Then it got kind of predictable. Everybody kind of figured it out. Decided to switch it up this season again, as we always do with Mirabilis, and worked out yet again. We have another cheesy section where you just never know what's going to happen there. And this is going to be a hot battle. Vulcan, Roman, Real Deal, Detail, all right on each other. And this is for the overall, too, because remember, Detail doesn't need to finish too close to Fireball and Luke, because Detail has a heat win and a moto win advantage on Fireball and Luke. That's a huge advantage on them. He could finish 2 positions behind Fireball and Luke, potentially, and still get a tiebreaker. Oh, Roman goes down again in the downhill chicane, and now he's going to lose possibly 2 positions and be behind Detail. That is unfortunate. Detail made the mistake that he needed, or got caught in the pileup, and Roman had that opportunity, but then Roman cheeses himself in the same spot yet again. just not looking good for his hopes. Not that much time left. It's starting to run out. He's going to have to make some sort of crazy comeback if he wants this to happen. Meanwhile, we have Luke and Hunter here for podium spot. We got Fireball in second, trying to. That's Opix right there in first. Look at how close Fireball has closed that gap. Fireball could honestly get to get right up there in Opix, and if he gets by him, that could be, I would say that would be an overall. Detail would have to do some crazy stuff to maintain his overall. So if Fireball could get up there and get by Opix, that could be another overall, another Moto win for Fireball. So you know he's going to be hungry for it. Luke's been racing Mirabilis since the beginning. You know he's going to be hungry trying to get up there. Hunter trying to get some extra points at the end, trying to hold on to his points position, trying to possibly pass Slaunch for 5th place in points. You know Hunter's going to be hungry for something. I think those guys up top are going to have a great battle. But meanwhile, we got here Could Be Better and Camby, which is going to be a good one. I think Camby's going for some points here. Could Be Better goes down, and that's going to cause a lot of commotion. Real Deal making a move on Vulcan. Detail possibly making a move on Could Be Better as well. What was that slam cheese out of Could Be Better out of nowhere? I don't know what that was, but Detail's going to get by him, and Detail just narrowly avoids Vulcan as well. That's going to be huge. Now he's got a big position advantage on Roman. This could be the championship in his... Oh my god, in his grasp. I needed to take a breath there. That was like 2 straight minutes. Real Deal trying to work his way by Camby as well, and this could be huge too because Camby is trying to make a late season run on Vulcan and Hunter. He could easily pass them and have his best point season by far ever. So you know Camby's going to be fighting hard for that, but Real Deal also has a bronze medal that he wants. He's going to be getting on the inside of Camby. Too wide into the triple chicane. Here they go. It's more of a double chicane. Anyways, here they go. Camby's going to win out that, but Detail comes out of nowhere. Makes huge runs. Kind of loses it there, but he's going to get it on the crossover. Camby slides out wide. Camby's going to lose 2 positions, and that's going to give Real Deal that spot, and Detail's going to fall right in behind him just like he wanted. And look at this 3-position gap between Roman and Detail. This is not what you want to see if you're a Roman Soldier fan here. Just not looking good for him at all. Camby trying to make a move, and Camby gets caught there in a 2-wheel, goes down, and he gets the absolute worst of it. Camby, that sucks. Loses 3 positions. I feel really bad for him right there because that was clearly just like a screen lag thing. And then Halo Physics too, with how bad that recovery is, whereas everybody else basically just drove by him. I mean, that just sucks right there for him. You got to feel bad. Real Deal and Detail still in a close 2-way battle here, and that's a big 2-way battle because if Detail holds off Real Deal, then Detail in this scenario, as the points run right now, would get the overall by I believe 1 point. So as they run right now, Detail would have the overall by 1 point in his 5th place position. He's worked his way up to top 5 miraculously. But we still got a top 3 battle. Luke has gotten by Hunter while all that commotion was going down, and here we are. It came up so fast. White flag, final lap of the official regular season for Season 5. Opix is still in the lead. For all the commotion that's happened this race, I feel like I haven't mentioned it very much. Opix taking it very safe right there, pretty slow. Luke and Fireball clearly going ham. They both want this as much as Opix does, but Opix is competing for a championship series grand final spot here. If he gets this Moto win, that pretty much guarantees Opix a spot in the Grand Finals. So this is huge for him. He has not gotten a Moto win since our first race, the first month of this year in Moto 2. It's Moto 2 again. It's a GP again. Luke gets by Fireball, and that's going to make the overall closer. If Detail's still in 5th, that's going to make the overall a tie between Luke and Detail. Fireball losing that spot at the end, unfortunate for him. He definitely could have used that extra point fighting for Real Deal with that bronze medal, but the story right now is all about Opix. Couple more corners to go. You can tell going pretty slow, staying pretty safe. Gets through it clean. That's probably the biggest one. Don't pop a 2-wheel here. Looks like he's fine. And it looks like Opix right here is going to come to the victory. 12 months later, going to take it here at Mirabilis. Luke 2nd, Fireball 3rd. Absolutely crazy. I should have said a year later because it's basically a year later. Hunter's going to take 4th. Detail gets 5th, and that's going to be the championship for him. Real Deal 6th, Vulcan 7th, Roman with a sad 8th place. Could Be Better 9th, Elite 10th, Camby 11th. Oh man, unfortunate finish for Camby there. That really sucks, and Uncle Blake going to settle into 12th. But yeah, crazy win for Opix. He just clinched a grand final spot. He essentially clinched it. He could still lose it, but it's, you know, as long as he shows up, he should have it. So I got to emphasize that. I don't want to like not emphasize it enough. Opix completely clutch performance there. Gets his 2nd Moto win of 2017 at the very end of the year. His first came in the very beginning of the year. Huge plays. Great work out of him. an absolutely close battle for the overall. And in the tiebreaker, there you see it. Detail is going to take the tiebreaker over Luke. Fireball dies. So that's going to give Detail his second overall in a row to end out the season with the championship. There you go. There's your HRL Season 5 champion, Detail, with 5 overalls, 8 Moto wins, and 16 podiums. He's going to race a wildcard race too, so that those stats could change, but I'm just, sort of experimenting there. Let me know how you guys like that stat screen. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Congrats to Detail on the championship. See you next time.